That's annoying. All right, let's get this a little cutie going. Did that say that? No. The thumbnail's kind of goofy, honestly. I don't like how it's like way above like that. Doesn't matter. It's thumbnail. Let's go to build Soku. I'm just gonna look and see what. Yeah. All right, so I made some significant changes to this kind of like agent workspace, whatever. I don't like calling it an agent workspace because it just keeps my projects more simple, I guess, when I'm when I'm working on multiple things at once, agentically. But I have a feature or two in mind with in light of like using AI for subscriptions and stuff, or like the subscriptions for these different models. And I often find myself going to like Claude, or I need to get rid of all these. I often find myself going to Claude or going to Codex and like checking my usage. So I think it'd be cool if we add a little feature up in here in the header or something, maybe down here, where it just kind of like shows us our usage and when it resets and stuff like that. So I don't have to like go and check. Maybe they'll do it on a poll or something. So I'm actually going to try and use Build Soku to build these features within Build Soku. Obviously this is like the production version. It's just like the build. And so I found out earlier, I wasn't really paying attention, but I found out earlier, unshockingly, that when you make changes to the app that you're using, in the app that you're using, there's like refreshes and stuff, and so it kills the terminal. Like if you hard refresh any app, it's gonna kill the terminal. So yeah, that was fun. But anyways, I know I want to work on one feature right now, and so let's call it feature LLM cost monitoring. LLM run cost monitoring. So it should restart this and then change it to that feature, which is sick. So now it's its own work tree and we can do kind of whatever we want. So let's do Claude dash dash permissions, and let's kind of give it the idea for our feature. I kind of want it to look like, I always go to 11 Labs because I like the way they do things. So I kind of want it to look like this maybe. So let's just get a little screenshot of this and then drop it in there. And then let's give it a screenshot of theirs. So let's go to Claude wait, hold on. Dude, I can't type right now. Let's go to Claude's. And let's go to platform. And the thing that I don't like about, oh wait, this is the API. We need to go to Codex. See, that's another thing that I don't like. The one thing I don't like about the two of these is like they're starkly different. I don't know if anyone ever goes in and looks and checks their usage, but this one shows you the amount used and goes up, and this one shows the amount remaining and goes down. And so I kind of want just a simple view down here that shows whichever one we have connected to show me like the current usage or whatever. And I want to end the percent circle like I put in there. And then I think I like the percent used more than percent remaining. So we're just going to screenshot this. Current session resets and whatever. And then we'll go into build Soku. And paste that in there. And then tell it what we want to do. I want to create a new feature to where in the bottom of the side nav, we'll have an area where we'll be able to view our LLM usage as pertains to whichever company we're using, whether it be one of three for V1, which will be Anthropic, Codex, or Gemini. And the way I want to do that is use API keys for each of them and use do a poll every couple of minutes, every minute maybe, do a poll and hit the APIs of each of those and pull in the usage, and also have like a refresh button down there as well that will refresh all of them if we choose to do that. Also, so we'll kick that off. I actually need to find a way, now that I'm thinking about this, so for previews for non-web development type things, so if it's like, yeah, interesting. I need to create a way to where each different environment has its own way of starting the development server for that terminal, basically. Because the issue with this is I won't be able to view these changes. I won't be able to view these changes inside of this terminal because I can't like in here. Obviously, I already started Claude, so I can't do pm dev And then even if I did do that, I couldn't start Claude on top of this. And because we only have one terminal per work tree, and then in the background, this preview thing is starting the dev server, but this is hard coded. I want to say this is hard coded to. I actually don't know what this is hard coded. Well, it's hard coded to the launch Soku, because that's where this whole application was kind of built from, was the idea of launch Soku, which is like the boilerplate project. So I need to figure out a way. So we'll just start a new terminal right here, and we'll call it feature per terminal preview. Save it. We're on that branch. We'll clear this for all intents and purposes. Pull this back up. Oh, right. I forgot about that. We got to change the model because it's currently on Fable, which is sad that we can't use that anymore, but RIP. That was literally the thumbnail. So, all right, that's fine. So let's go back up and do our prompt again. Claude. Dangerous, get permissions. I need to plan a more thorough and dynamic way to start development servers for various different projects on their own individual terminals. Because right now in the preview tab, it just has a start button, which is hard-coded to the launch Soku style of development servers. But we need to take into account that there can be multiple types of projects that have different run commands or build commands. And so like a standard or a hard-coded start button won't work for all those. So maybe we do we just need to find a way to have the preview tab be able to start the development server for each individual work tree and branch name that correlates to the pane that it's in. And I think what we'll do is just like the back side of this, like this preview tab will just be its own. Shoot, I have to think about this. Additionally, not every project will be a web app or an API. For example, Build Soku is a desktop app which is run with Tari, and so it would open its own preview version of the app in the desktop. So we need to take that into account as well as if a user would be coding a mobile app, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, let's run that off. I like this actually. And earlier today, I was kind of grinding on some other stuff. I had a really busy day outside of this, just my own business stuff, and let me crack this open. Oh, that sounds so good. All right. So Build Soku does have, well, that's the other thing I wanted to do too. Like, I don't like the idea of not being able to see like the changes and stuff, which a lot of these agentic workspace things have. Or yeah, a lot of them don't have it. So it's like, it's not like your typical IDE, right? Like VS Code where you can see where you can see like the file and folder structure. And I don't particularly like that because as a developer myself, it's like, I kind of want to see what's going on under the hood. That's just how I am. I think that it's not necessary. Like you don't have to do that, if depending on what you're building, but people who are moderately tech savvy and above, I think would want to know what's kind of going on under the hood. So that's another feature that I want to add into this. And I swear to God, it's like, I'm not building this build Soku thing. This is like not the main product I want to build, but this is going to help me build mine faster in the future. And so it's like, I'll spend a couple days on this, getting it to where I like it, and then kind of just cruising from there. So let's start another one. Okay, is that a bug? Can I not start another one? Why couldn't I start 3? Or I couldn't start 4. Weird. Okay, so that's a bug, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So let's do branch name feature. We'll make it. What are we gonna make this? File. I don't know if it's a file view or if it's a file and diff view. Let's just do file view first. I'm thinking. Let's just do file view first. Folder, file, view. And then we can do another one over here that says diff after this. I mean, we could do it in parallel. Okay. And then clear this. Let's do, what was I going to do for this? Let's do Claude for this for sure. Actually, let's do Codex for this one. Just to be fancy. We're going to keep that there for now. Session limits like Claude Code. We can do all of these, honestly, but let's do this for now. Session limits. Where should the provider credentials, API keys, OAuth tokens be stored? Secure OS keychain, in memory only. I think a local config file. Hold keys in React state, never written on disk. Match how licensed keys are handled today. Spec D, most secure, but you re-enter every key on each app start. No, that's not gonna happen. Local config file persists to a JSON config file in the app directory, survives restarts. It's simple, but secrets sit on the disk in plain text-ish form. Least secure of the 3. Secure OS keychain. I don't like this because like I would like this to be a multi-platform app. So we'll just do a local config file. Yeah, we'll do a local config file. All right. I wanted to add a new tab in the headers of the worktree cards that is a file viewer, similar to VS Code or any IDE where you can go in and look at the files that are in there and possibly even view diffs that have been added through this work tree. But maybe that's V2. But for now, I just want to be able to view the files that are associated with the work tree and the project that it's in. We'll just start there. Okay, how should run targets be determined? How should run targets be determined for a given project or work tree? Detect plus overridable. Auto detect a sensible default. Launch Soku, Tari, Expo, generic package.json, but let the user override add targets via per project config file in the UI. Most robust handles unknown stacks. Interesting. Auto detect only, explicit config file only. Let's go with detect plus override because I'm intrigued how it's going to detect it. Today the workspace only opens launch Soku clones created by the wizard, which is false. Clones created by the wizard. Supporting Tari desktop mobile means opening arbitrary folders. Build Soku itself is the motivating case. How far should that go? Let users point to a workspace as at any existing Git repo. Yeah, I already have this. I already have the ability to add new projects into Build Soku. It's not only launch Soku only from the template or being created by the wizard. If you look, you can see the plus button. You can add via Git. You can import. You can create new via Git, or you can create new from template. Also, where should a running dev process live affects whether you can see Metro QR codes, Tari logs, complete errors. Visible PIDI terminal, hybrid web stack stay detached with port chips as today. Desktop mobile CLI run in the visible. Less churn, but 2 code paths to maintain. This is a good question. Ooh. Let's do hybrid for now. Let's do hybrid for now. What do you want me to produce now? Spec doc, then implement. Yeah. For sure. Oh, mockups? Sweet, yeah. I like this about Codex. I don't know why. I need to figure out why chat. I say chat. I need to figure out why Claude doesn't do this. But when this has to do with superpowers. But when I'm creating a spec doc with Codex, it prompts me to pull up a web browser and it gives me options, visible options on what to choose, like what kind of design I want to choose, which I absolutely love. Y'all see it in a second when it comes up. I can foresee, dude. Humans are now the bottleneck as far as like rapid features go. For V1, should each card's files tabs, for V1, should each card's files tab show that card's checkout only? Recommended, so every worktree displays its own file state? I think so. Worktree plus main project toggle, allowing comparison. No, just the one. Don't be crazy. Although I am intrigued on what number 2 would look like. I'm actually highly intrigued. Should V1 be strictly read-only, browse folders with view text files, while binary or oversized files show unsupported view state? Yeah, that's fine for V1. Yes, that's fine for V1. Also, I made updates to the Soku voice, and so it's like kind of on brand now versus that goofy thing I had before. I did this earlier. It's still, I don't really like it, but I just said basically clone the styles. I said basically clone the styles for, or from the marketing page for launch Soku. and it did this. So like everything's kind of on brand now. I also created a new Soku logo, which I think is pretty cool. I'm kind of going full port into like the Asian theme, just because I spent most of my young adult life in Asia. Soku is a Asian word, and I just love Asia in general. So I made it like the Japanese brushstroke kind of thing, like the art, and with the circle around it or whatever. I think it's pretty sick. Kind of go in on the full Asian theme here. A big old white American guy. But yeah. All right. So also, as I build out different products, I feel like I need to add like something up here that's like a megaphone or something. And here would be like a hammer. I don't know. Maybe just offer it in one thing. I actually don't know. This isn't my main. This, like these things aren't the things that I actually even want to build. Like this is kind of, these are side quests that are going to help me build. Like Soku Voice was a side quest. I don't know if anyone was here when I first started doing this, I guess 30 days ago now. But like this was a side quest because I was using Whisperflow, and then my usage ran out. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build it myself. And it took literally less than a day to build this. And now I have like a full transcription thing that I can get for free. So anyways, this is a side quest. Build Soku is a side quest. Soku Voice is a side quest. So I kind of want to change it to Speak Soku or Talk Soku, because Soku means immediately or immediate. So it's like build immediately, talk immediately. I guess it doesn't matter like the orientation. Immediately, whatever. Should the file tree hide heavy internal folders like Git, node modules, build outputs, and .soku while still showing normal dot files such as? Yes, that's fine. I just foresee this type of development where I'm doing 3 big features in parallel on different work trees, just gobbling my usage up, dude. Because I only have the $100 plan right now. Like this is gonna go parabolic. Speaking of parabolic, it's not parabolic, but what's it called? Wait, was it called SpaceX? I thought it was SPCE. Is that not? Oh, that's Virgin Galactic. What is Oh, it's this SPCX. Straight up today, it gained like 20% in one day off of IPO. So it opened up at 130 and it went up to 175, I think, 176, I guess. I actually bought it on this dip. This chart isn't correct actually, because it went down, it dipped down after this initial bump up to 155 because I bought it at 158, like 158 flat, and this says 158.26, and I sold it like literally right here somewhere because I was just looking for a little bounce. No way I'm holding this 97x valuation on day one into a weekend when it's already up 20%. Like if this goes to 190, 200 over the weekend, good for everyone who had the balls to hold. But I made some quick change, and I'm moving on with my life. I've lost way too much money over weekends holding stuff that were like super speculative. So RIP Fable 5. Dude, it was honestly so good. It was honestly so good. Okay, so this is what, I don't know if you were in here earlier, Wayne or Danny. Oh, you were in here a couple days ago, dude. Welcome back. I don't know if you were in here earlier though. Oh no, I didn't. Really? Scheisse! Really? Did I? Am I regarded? I think I am. I mean, you're probably right. It was called this one. All right. No, I think it's. Oh, I did misspell it. It's LE. Shit. Let me go change that real quick. Because that's like ultimate noob status. I'm glad you said that. What is it called? Canva. That's actually hilarious. Dude. I'm glad you caught that because honestly, when that stuff happens to, I think I spelled it right in this one. Oh, I didn't. No, I spelled it wrong on both of them. Wait, did I have it correctly on this one before? Maybe not. Because I want to say yesterday's, I had it LE. Anyways. LE. I'm glad you said that though, because like, that's a pet peeve of mine when I see people misspell stuff. Not that I'm the best speller in the world, because I'm not. Let me see if I misspelled it yesterday. Live. Oh, I did misspell it yesterday. What the hell? And I thought that I was, whatever. I'm not gonna lose my mind over it. I am gonna change both of them though. Now that we're here. My dumbass, dude. I'm glad you said that. Oh, I'm downloading all of them. No, stop. Okay, cool. Actually, while we're here, I actually wanted to move this down because it looks weird. I'm being pedantic right now. All right. Okay. Let's just go change this real quick. What an idiot. Change this one. Yeah. Save. All right, sweet. Wait, can you save it? You said based on the news, looks like they're going to require KYC for future access. I don't know if I know what KYC is. What is KYC? Ah, shoot. Interesting. Interesting. Soku's a lot of things, dude. Soku for me, well, Soku means immediately, but this and this are like side quests for me to help me build my thing faster. This is just a Whisperflow clone because I ran out of usage and I didn't want to pay for it, so I just built it myself or whatever. And then, but what I'm building after I get like my development environment set up is an app that I have like V0 ready. It's called My Soku because I couldn't buy the soku.io domain. Don't get me started. It's a whole fiasco. Maybe I'll explain it one day in the future, but what I'm building is basically an automation platform for social media where you can post a video to one platform, it reposts it to the different ones that are connected, and then you can create templates based on your original that'll then post on a schedule or post immediately or do drafts that'll be like templatized versions of what you said. I think it fixes the problem of AI slop because it has to be generated based on something you said to begin with. There's a lot of more features, but like that's the underlying premise of what I'm building after I finish this, which should only be like a couple days. There's like dashboards, comment analytics, like metrics. I'm gonna do like YouTube does and give like rewards and stuff for different milestones. I'm not sure what the milestones are yet, but like just say someone gets 1 billion views if they post through Soku across all platforms or something. Like I want to send them a plaque and stuff like that, which would be super dope. I've always wanted to do that for people and for myself too. So yo, what up, Nasty? What's good, dog? Have you streamed recently? I need to go back and check if you uploaded any clips. But yeah, Maher. It reminds me of Brett Maher, which was a football kicker for Dallas Cowboys. I think it was Brett Maher. Yeah. He used to play for Dallas. I don't know who he plays for now. Los Angeles Rams. Is that how you pronounce your name, dude? Maher? I bet 100% on Fable. Yeah, I was too, dude. Now they yanked it from us. Exactly. I started a terminal earlier and it was like, yo, actually, you cannot. But yeah. Can AI predict the social media platform's algorithms, or are they valid hints? Maher, nice, dude, nice. I like that. I've always liked that last name for whatever reason. Like, it sounds cool to me. My last name's goofy. I mean, I like my last name. It's great, but it's like, it doesn't sound... I guess maybe because I've been saying it for my whole life, it doesn't sound cool. Can AI predict the social media platform's algorithms, or are there any valid hints where one can build smart features for such apps? That's a good question. Like, I think if you look at the trends, or if you look at like the top dogs and the people that are open source, like Elon Musk, right? This is a really good example for your question because I think the answer is no, but I'm going to explain why I think that. Like Elon Musk is like an open source guy. He believes in open source projects. Obviously, Tesla is semi-open source. Twitter at one point, or X now, certain aspects of it are open source. But he lost his mind when one of his developers uploaded the algorithm to some public domain and was like made it publicly available. And so to answer your question, if a predominantly open source oriented guy who is building stuff for like the future of humanity doesn't want people to see or know how the algorithm actually works, then I'd be willing to bet you like there's no real way to figure out what the true algorithm of each of these platforms are. Another example of that would be the TikTok takeover, right? When all this stuff was going on with Donald Trump forcing China to sell majority to international investment firm or whatever for ownership purposes and stuff like that. They, like the source code for like the actual app they were fine with, but they didn't want to give their algorithm away because that's like the best kept secret, right? How you make your videos reach different audiences and stuff like that. So I think the best thing for us, for people who don't know how to get into their code and figure out what their algorithm is just to kind of like study different people's videos that pop off, preferably from smaller-ish accounts, because like the big ones, like you can never like the Jenners, like Kylie Jenner, like she gets millions upon millions of impressions every video, hundreds of thousands of likes each video. So she's not a good example of what the algorithm does. Like if you find someone who has like 10 to 30,000 followers and they have an outlier video that has like 500,000 views, study that video. Like what did they do? What was their visual hook? What was their text hook? How long after the hook did they take to get to the point? Did they have a cliffhanger at the beginning? That's a lot of, I mean, it could be a lot of stuff, right? That was a long-winded answer to say no. It's all just like user research. I'm pretty sure that the X algorithm is live on GitHub right now. It was uploaded a few weeks ago. By choice? Like did Elon intentionally make that happen? Because what I was referencing was like a year ago when one of his developers uploaded it. I feel about it spent some time today building out a local speech-to-text app, but I got it built. Hey, there you go. Why do you feel bad about that? That's awesome, dude. Congrats. That's sick. Yeah, mine took me like 5 hours. 3 hours on the first day and then 2 hours fixing some bugs on the next day. And then obviously I made some updates to the visual aspects, but okay, I need to focus real quick because this has been waiting on me for forever. Okay, so this is what Codex does. This is kind of cool. This is what Codex does when it's using superpowers and you're asking it to do some styles. So it'll code it in HTML. Like this page is just like raw HTML, and it's giving me an idea. It's giving me an idea of what it'll look like. So I like this one. Yeah, because we're already working on the preview thing. So I like A. One thing I should flag, the import/new lives on v2 spec isn't in this branch's code. It's likely on feature. Wait, really? Well, whatever, it's fine. It's on one of the feature branches. Don't worry about it. Just believe me that it's in there. Okay, let's read this real quick. So this one's like the LLM cost monitoring, because I hate going back to Claude and going here and clicking settings and then billing or then usage, refreshing, whatever. Yeah, Barat, superpowers is dope. I genuinely enjoy it. Okay, let's get out of here. So, files modified, Defensive behavior. Wait, did it ask me any questions? Endpoints are undocumented and can break on any provider release. Failures degrade gracefully. They don't crash the nav. Gemini's best effort in V1. No token refresh. Project Bootstrap. That's fine. If you want to fully solid, there's a follow-up upgrade. Gemini CLI implement load code assist plus OAuth refresh. macOS first keychain read uses security. Linux. No, I said no on this. Oh, out of scope. Okay, yeah, out of scope. Anthropic, Codex, Gemini are file-based already. No Windows keychain. Yeah, it's fine. No Rust changes. No new dependencies. Okay. Yes. Do you not use usage or CC usage? I don't know what those are, so no. I mean, yes, I've seen like the / usage thing, but instead of like bogging up the terminal, like I just have to let these run. I kind of just want to see them down here. I want to see all, like, I want to see Codex. I want to see Gemini, which I hardly ever use Gemini. And I want to see Anthropic and maybe even Grok when I, or XAI or whatever, if I add that in here. I don't know. We'll just do the 3 first. Also, what's your terminal setup? This is, I'm actively, so these 3 terminals are actually building what this is right now. I'm calling it Build Soku. I'm just staying on brand. It's just like it's like a agent first IDE is like my idea for it. Did you check out Maestra? It's a multi-agent AI framework. I've been loving it. No, I didn't. Wait, what is Maestra? I didn't check that out. Maestra? What is Maestra? Mastra? Oh. Mastra? Mastra, AI TypeScript, agent framework and platform. Build more capable agents. This is kind of cool. I like this graphic. That's kind of cool. I'll have to look at this. Build and iterate. Agents, workflows, RAG, memory, MCP, evals. Mastra lets you go from idea to implementation. Their website is super cool, dude. Jeez. It's just very cool. I have to look into this. I don't know. The preliminary scale. Yeah, I have to look into this. This looks cool. Should V1 include syntax highlighting with line numbers? Yes. For sure. It's not hard to do. You should make it stream overlay. That's what I was working on the other day. Stream overlay? What do you mean? You should make it a stream overlay. That's what I was working on the other day. Make what a stream overlay? May I ask you a question? For sure, dude. Yeah, shoot. We're all here hanging out, dude. I build apps feature by feature. Then every day I build a new thing into the app, but I don't know if the overall architecture of the app is right or requires total refactor. For V1, should the viewer show one selected file at a time without VS Code style multi-file? Yes. For V1, that's chillin'. Like you could stream your token usage. Token max for the win. Like on my YouTube stream? Is that what you're saying? So I could like put it as an overlay on the stream. That'd be kind of cool, actually. That'd be kind of cool because people would be like, and honestly, that would probably be like a little, not clickbaity, but it would be like, it'd be like, I feel like it would be like, people would stay just to watch it go up, to be honest. With OBS, yeah. So I used to have an overlay on here that was live. Overlay usage, yeah. Back to Maher, dude. What was your question though? Was your question like, how do you know what's good architecture? Is that your question? Which I'm assuming it is. Yeah. So I built something in OBS. It uses. You can't see my OBS because I have it like excluded from all the windows or whatever. But there's a repository somewhere. It's called open folder. It's called now I don't know what it's called. Well, damn. Is it projects? No. Dude, I'm cooked right now. Wait, I could go in here and look at it. I'm literally brain dead. I could go to OBS and open. Oh wait, I deleted it. Nice. Did I delete it? I did delete it. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, dude. Dude, I feel regarded right now. It's not this. It's not that. There's like 3 files in it. Oh, is it this? Oh, it's this right here. Stupid. C Garcia local. It's a perfect name for it. Anyways, it's raw HTML files, and I have like I made a like goal, and I just connected to the YouTube API. I don't show it on there anyways because I feel like it's gay. Oh, sorry, Nasty. I have this Nightbot set up to answer that question that you asked, but it didn't know that you were asking someone else what they were building. Zowie. Anyways, let's see if I can get this on here, back on here, just to show you. We'll do browser, add existing, no, create new, and then do local file, browse, cgarc, cgarc local, streaming, and then like goal overlay. And refresh. Refresh. Oh no, did it add it on there already? Oh shoot. Now it looks like poo. That's funny. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so, and then I would move it over here. I don't know if I can see that. And so, let's see. Yeah, so that's not the right video though. So then I would go in here in local config, change the video ID, save it, and refresh this. And I could set a like goal in here. And so if people were to like this stream, I think there's like a 15-second delay in between likes. Let's see. Let's make it change to the new one first. Yeah, so there's 6 likes, and there's like, so if anyone were to test the theory and actually like the stream that hasn't, you could probably see it work in real time. I'm not pandering or anything, but yeah. So I used to have this on stream like earlier on when I first started, like days 1 through 10, and I felt like it was just kind of cheap and pandery, and so I started removing it. But yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, like you could do this, right? You just like have it poll like every minute or something. Like whatever I'm doing in here, whatever I'm doing in this one could actually do that. So I'm going to remove this though, because I don't really care for it being there. Yeah, I'm going to hide this because I don't really care. So, yeah. I need to turn off that Nightbot. Anyways, let's go back into Build Soku. Want me to start? Yes. Should file changes made by the terminal agent appear via refresh button in V1 rather than adding a live file system watching? That's a good question. Yeah, for V1 that's fine. We can change it in the next one. I just want to kind of, I just want to see that change in there. So what I'm going to need to do though it's going to be hard to view these changes all right. Implementation approaches: lazy sidecar file system plus API lightweight syntax renderer. Render entire file tree at once. Simpler UI state, but large repositories could create slow responses and oversized RPC payloads. Embed Monaco or Code Mirror. Closest to full IDE, but add substantial editor complexity and bundle weight for read-only V1. I think we embed, to be honest. Without prematurely building an editor, does that? No, I like 3 more. We could just send it. I'm building a platform for learning coding, but something new. User asks the app to generate a whole workspace, including full curriculums, practice sets, projects, auto lessons from your YouTube's clipped. It also adapts to vibe coding, so it sustains into the future. Nice. That's sick, dude. That's sick. Approach 3 it is. Which editor? I actually don't know. Lighter and simpler for read only. Let's go in here and look real quick because I do want to kind of see what this is. Oh, it's just like basic. It's probably very lightweight. Let's go look at Monaco. I already don't like it. Yeah, we'll do Code Mirror. It's very closely relevant to the question I asked you earlier. What was that? That was weird. What the fuck? That freaked me out. I don't know what that was. All right. Let's go in to GitHub real quick and build Soku. Pull requests, new. I already tested this. This is what this is running on, so it doesn't matter. Can't merge automatically. Do we have create pull requests? We probably have some merge conflicts or something. One. So we need. We need both of them, or some of both of them. So we need these two. We need that one. Markers resolved. We need components usage. We need both of those. Probably both of these two. Current change. And then we need cost monitoring. Probably the current change. Yeah, current change. This is going to be the hard part where we're going to working with the work trees, especially for like moderately to lower experience, like tech savvy people. Except current change. Are these guys? So there should probably be a pipeline there and somewhere in the background where it compares the two branches that are getting pushed to remote. And shoot. What is failing? Dude, same, bro. It's honestly so sad. It was goated. All right, don't worry about that. All right, so let's go in here for all intents and purposes, and go into new window, and go. While this is working, open recent, and do build Soku, and open this guy, terminal. Get rid of all these. New. What's going on here? Hello? E. Hello? Mom? New terminal? Mom? Oh, it's right here. I'm regarded. Git pull. PNPM install. And PNPM dev. And let's look at our changes from these this session, which I think is going to be super cool actually. Let's get rid of this. Nice. This is sick actually. I love this. Now I don't have to go back to like Claude and figure it out. I don't have to / usage every time. I can just kind of see my usage for each one right here. Now there is a caveat with this where if we have more than one account in the future, like if I get to where I'm paying for more than one account, which I probably foresee myself doing, we'll have to do like aggregate of all of them and maybe like rollovers or something. But this is exactly what I was envisioning. So how does it actually know? Because I didn't give it, wait a second. I didn't give it API keys or anything. So 28% here. Is it 28% here? I mean, it probably is. It's probably just using the CLI under the hood actually, which is actually smart. 28, yeah, it is. So that's cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Login expired. I told it to remove this dashboard button already. Let's do open a terminal and do Gemini. Yeah, we're gonna have to change this though if we have different Claude accounts in the future. Can I do /login? Oh, login. No, it's already logged in. Okay, can I refresh this? Set Google Cloud Project to enable. What does this mean? Does feel bad though because I upgraded to the $200 plan just for it. Wait, so you already had the 200 and you upgraded to another one? Is that what you're saying? Oh, sorry. Two different people. Does feel bad though because okay, nasty upgraded. Yeah, I was about to be honest, because my weekly usage. Also, I need to add that to here too. Is like the weekly usage, like a little toggle or something. Let's add that real quick while we're in here. I want to add a toggle for each of them for the weekly usage limits too, to where we can see not only the daily, or sorry, the the session limits, but also the weekly limits as well. Yeah, because my weekly on Claude currently, and again, I don't really use it all that much, I would say. Like not as much as, like I feel like Tolly uses it a lot. I don't use it as much as. Oh, they reset this though. They reset this. I think they probably reset it based on the Fable stuff because they felt bad for people, which I think is cool. They do that pretty often. My usage was 55% and I had a day and a half till reset, so I found the hardest stuff to work on ultra coded it with Fable. He did amazing, got to 96% and died. Oh, bummer. Did they reset yours, or is this, or am I crazy? Because I've been using this. Mine resets on Wednesday at 11, and I've definitely used it more than 3%. I have been using Codex though. I have been using Codexes. Today I used Codex most of the day, actually. So my weekly is at 48. This is only the $20 plan though. Like that's not saying much. Oh, they did reset. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I wanted to say it earlier today. This was at like 20%. Because I was almost positive. This was gonna. I was gonna clap out this week. But now that we're back to Opus 4.8, maybe I won't. I don't know. All right. What is this one again? Per terminal preview. Okay, this one's gonna be a hard one actually. I haven't committed anything. Want me to commit R1M or a fresh run targets branch? Commit on this branch. How did this branch and then continue to RM2. But now I have like 14 hours till my actual reset, so you need to waste 100% of my weekly. Bro, just max it out for no reason at all. Max it out for zero reason at all, dude. Just because you can. RIP Fable 5, boys. It was fun while it lasted. What was it, like 3 days? 4 days? Sad panda. Sad panda, boys. It was so good, dude. I'm not like a model hype guy. I wasn't really impressed with 4.7. I wasn't really impressed with 4.8. Like it wasn't like anything groundbreaking. But Fable just seemed to get me, you know? Just seemed to get me. God. What? Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing this folder / file view kind of come to life, because like this says push 2, meaning 2 files were changed. I want to see what those are. Like as a guy who has been coding for a long time, generally I don't like the idea of just pushing LLM code without seeing it or looking at what it's doing under the hood. So for the interested, which is myself, I'll be adding a new file viewer here, and then I want to add a diff viewer here after this is done. But yeah, this Build Soku app is actually kind of sick. I didn't understand why people built this kind of thing before, but now I'm kind of getting it. Especially like now where it's like I'm working on 3 separate features that probably have some conflicting code, and I'm able to manage it all pretty well. It's going to be really dope when this one finishes, the per terminal preview, because I'll be able to go to the preview tab and then start the dev server for this terminal only. And so potentially I could have, 4 of these going at a time. 4 of these, it just says desktop, but this is like Build Soku in development. Yeah, welcome to agent maxing. Exactly. It only took me 30 days of live streaming to figure out why. So, and I code every day. Like I do this for a living, right? That's not how software shops work. A developer works on one feature at a time or one bug at a time. Like we don't do in big software shops, we don't do this. We don't do this. So it took me a second to like get out of my software engineering, the shit that I've been doing for the past 7 years, right? Not to say that like this is the new workflow. Like what I'm doing right now on stream, on screen, on everything, it's like it's pretty experimental, right? I'm just like having fun with this shit, and it's like, why not? To be honest, most people that are actually working at a normal software job is the slowest to adapt. Yeah, because we're used to like we're used to a certain way of working, right? And we can't. It's harder for people. It's harder for experts to adapt to new norms when, like, you know, these 20-year-olds who have never written a single line of hand-coded JavaScript in their life, they pick up these tools and they start, like that kid that did that food calorie counting app or whatever, like this, the screenshot to macros or whatever. But he did it, and he's like, he crushed, right? He's a multimillionaire now, which is awesome. I'm so happy for bro. But to your point, yes, like we're so slow. Experts in their field are slower to adapt to new concepts because it's like, no, this is how it is. This is how it should be. But God forbid I'm the boomer, dude. God forbid I become Unk, you know? Jeez, some kids in my neighborhood actually call me Unk, which is bad news bears for me. We're all getting old, dude. We're all getting old. All right. So yeah, this one's gonna be huge. Also, I want to kind of highlight this. I think I want to highlight this. We are, Unk. Sorry to tell you. We are, dude. It's, you want to stay young, right? You want to like make them think like you're still young and stuff, which people often assume, and I'm not just going off one person, like most people that meet me for the first time ask if I'm like 27. They usually guess 27. And I'm like, I'll take that. I'm 27 for you. But I'm actually not 27. I almost said 43. I'm turning 34 this year. Crazy. Spec written and committed. Please review and approve. We're just going to agent max and just approve it today and see what happens. Since it's on its own isolated work tree and branch, let's just see what it does. I'm not going to go review it right now. This is full experimentation mode. I should wait until I'm closer. Well, actually reset, so it doesn't matter. Same age? Oh, Nasty, we're the same age? Hell yeah, bro. 92 boys. I don't know what it is, but I love that I was born in 1992. It seems like cooler than 1991 or 1993. Like it's a round number. I don't know, I just like it. I enjoy it, so. Dude, it's kind of hot in here, dude. Jeez. I don't know what I have in mind. Oh, you're 94? Oh, hell yeah. My little brother, I have a little brother. He was born in 94. I don't know what I envision for these. What do you guys think? What does chat think about the recents tab? I think it would be cool if like it was the whole session was fully saved and you could like click and go review the entire session. Cause like say you built something, say like a builder built something really cool and they wanted to go back and see like the lineage of the chat and how they got to the end result. I think it'd be dope to be able to click on one of these because right now it's disabled. It'd be cool to click on one of these and go see that lineage. And maybe like a side-by-side. Like, this is what you said in like a synopsis of its output or its logical thinking. I don't know how hard that would be though. You'd have to do it. You'd have to connect it to some sort of local memory, I think, because that would be so much data. All right. What was the first gaming console I had? It was Sega. Mine was Sega. Sega. It was what was the first game I played on that? Shoot. I'm trying to remember the game. I can't remember. Maybe some sort of motorcycle game. I don't know. Oh, really? It's Sega? Hell yeah, dude. I still remember the little jingle with like the lines, the S lines. Sega. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Hold on. It was... Yeah, I mean, it was this one. Shoot. Yeah, this was my first one. I think it was Sonic, actually. I think I played Sonic on this. Sonic Sega SG 1000. Yeah, it was definitely Sonic. It was probably my first video game I ever played. I remember playing Dune 2 a bunch. It was hard. It was like 3.5 to 4 years old, but I loved it. Oh yeah, dude. Sega was my first gaming console, given to me by a friend as a kid, and he didn't want it anymore because it was broken. I had to learn to fix it. Dude, that's so cool. That's so sick, dude. Sega 1000 intro jingle, I think it's called. Jingle. Let me pause this music real quick, see if we can get that. Oh wait, where'd it go? Let's see if this is it. Wait, what is this? No, that's not it. Sega SG-1000 intro. No, that's not it. I'm not doing that again. Y'all know what I'm talking about though? Like y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the Sonic was in the top 5 favorites. Yeah. Nintendo 64 was your second. Yeah, my brother got that one. I got the Sega, my brother got the Nintendo. Intro sound effect. Is it this? That one. It was that one. Sega. Yeah, it was that one. Bro, that just took me back. I remember, this is insane. I haven't thought about this in literally 30 years. I remember the apartment that we were living at. Let's see if I can find it. That just brought back core childhood memories, dude. That little jingle, that little sound. Now, mind you, I haven't lived in this city since I was 4. So let's see if I can find this. This is going to be really difficult because everything's going to be different. Let's find something I know is still there. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay. Lamar. Wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Lamar City, Belmont. All right, so Lamar's right here. Dude, am I going on a... I'm going on a wild goose chase, dude. You guys don't care about this. Actually, I don't know where this is. It's got to be something else. Shoot. I haven't been back here in forever. I don't know if I can be able to find this. Because I don't know any landmarks anymore. Like, I remember there used to be a Black Eyed Peas, like the restaurant, which doesn't even exist anymore, over there, but that's not there anymore. Parkdale Mall. I remember that, but I don't remember where it is. In correlation to anything else. Yeah, there's no way I'll be able to find it, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Tolly's just remembering me show them the little gap in the fence in Tokyo when I was over there. Tolly's like, not again! Not the map again, dude! That's funny. In the preview title, recommended, agent, no, preview. Logs only, preview title, collapse title, expand terminal. Yes. Config file format, ship for JSON now, type TS later. Yeah, it's fine. Anyways. You went straight to the PS1 from the Sega? I want to find this now, though, dude. Which HEB is this? Oh, College Street. Remember, dang it, I really want to find it. I really want to, just for the plot, gang, for the plot, I really want to find it. I gotta remember something. It was like Dalton Drive. There was a Jason's Deli near there. This is probably the wrong one though. Can I do Street View? This is the wrong one. I don't know where this is. There was a Jason's Deli near there, though. So let's look up Jason's Delis. Jason's Deli. Beaumont, Texas. Let's see the different ones. Ooh, this looks promising. What street is this on? Dowlin. This is it. This is it. I knew it started with a D. I said Dayton. It was on Dowlin, or close to it. All right, so let's go check this out. Dude, I'm a degen. Let's go look at the street view. Can I go outside? Can I go outside? Dude. Where is this? Hold on. Dude, go away. This. Street view. All right. Let me cook chat. Where is this bitch at? Shoot. I think it's this way. I think the Jason's is like right here. Yeah. We're getting close. It's this way. This used to be a place called the Black Eyed Pea. Black Eyed Peas? Black Eyed Pea? Something like that. And I think my house was like back here. Let's go back here. We're getting close. We're getting close, gang. No, it wasn't those. Y'all are like, dude, what side quest are you on right now? Dude, this is where I used to live when I was 3 years old. Oh, no. Did they destroy it? Oh, no. Did they destroy it? Or was this it? I mean, this was 30 years ago. So, oh, no. It's in here. Literally in here, dude. This is where... Bro. This is where I used to live. I remember we had... I think this was our unit right here. I can't remember exactly. I remember we were upstairs. And it was right by the stairs. And there's only one set of stairs here. And... Oh, wait. Actually, I think it was farther down. It was this one. It was this one because there's one... I remember the stairs going up right here. So it was one of the... It was either this one or this one. Was where I used to live when I was 3 years old. And I just remembered that from listening to that... Listening to this little jingle. That's crazy, dude. That's nuts. I gotta screenshot this for my dad. And like, that's crazy. How do I minimize this? Oh, I could do it over here. I just screenshotted that for my dad, boys. Sega memories are golden. Bro, the kids nowadays, they don't know what memories like these are. I don't think. Maybe they have their own gay memories, but that's kind of cool. But, yeah. Damn. I remember there was a kid named Dalton or something that lived in one of these, and me and my brother, my older brother, used to go play back in these woods. Can I go over here? No. We used to play back in these woods, and it was the first time I heard the term family jewels, because like that kid said it, and I went and told my mom. And it was like, oh yeah, our family jewels. And she was like, who told you that? And we couldn't, like, my mom was very overprotective. And so we couldn't play with him anymore because, like, she thought that he was going to, like, be weird. If you get my drift, I'm not going to say anything, but damn, I can't believe it's still here. That's crazy. You would think that this would be demolished by now. Crazy. All right. Dude. Lock in. Never trucked on that road before, even though I've trucked thousands of miles through Texas and other states. Yeah, I mean, it's a small, pretty shitty town, dude. Like I said, I only went back, I want to say I went back there 20, I don't remember what it was actually. It was a long time ago. long times ago. All right, where are we at? Plan, sub-agent driven, yeah, one. Let's go. $225 workspace. Final state linear with history on both top, latest merge. One thing we're flagging. Okay, so it's in here now. Is there not another one open? Can I go here? And then LLM costs. Yeah. Weekly. Create pull request. Open it. It'd be cool if like all of this was kind of done in here. But then I'm creating like a whole new like source tree type thing. If y'all have ever heard of source tree. I'm going to ignore that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, fam. All right, now let's go into VS Code. Pull this over here. And kill this. Git pull. pnpm install. pnpm install. pnpm dev. And wait for it to pop up to us. Let's go. So this one was the weekly usage limits. Weekly. Okay, I don't hate that it's there. It's collapsible, I guess, which is fine. I need to figure this out. Set Google Cloud project to enable. Where is this? Where is this in the source code? Because I need to find that. Also, there's got to be a settings thing in here. I need to have like a settings panel to where I can add that from this and not the code. But now that we're in here, we could just go Google Cloud Project, then environment variable. So like in this, is that what it's saying? I think. Oh, shoot. Limit usage. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be up in here. So let's see if I can go get one of those. Let's see if I can go get one of those. Google Cloud Project equals. I don't even know, actually. Gemini. I know I have the $20 one. I feel ashamed to say I've never really used it. But I want to say see if this works. Did it expire? I know I have it, but it's just like how do I find where it's connected to the actual Gemini? Am I being dumb, guys? I think I'm being dumb right now. Like I don't know where to find Gemini. Oh, maybe I am being stupid. So how do I see? Okay, it is Pro, and it's under this one. But where's the project? Like, where do I find this project ID? Let me ask it real quick, because I don't actually know. It's in this one. Where do I get that value from? Because the gemini.google.com/app doesn't show that project or project ID anywhere. let's see. Google is infamous for changing their UIs. And so it's like, it's really hard to remember and keep track of like where things are / used to be. Maybe it's in here. Settings. Usage limit. 0% used. How do I see like activity? I just want to see whatever that value is. Is it manage subscription? Okay, maybe this is getting close. A project ID is GenLang client, not the display or number, lives in Google Cloud. Google Cloud Console, project drop down at the top, the ID column, G Cloud. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let's go in here. So this is Pro 2? I'm so confused, dude. Do I pay for more than one thing? Dude, I'm max degenning on subscriptions right now because like I pay for Google One on, I guess it's this account, like my regular Chase account. That's normal Google. Yeah, I think I might be close in here. Usage. Okay. Yeah, but these are API keys. This isn't Gemini. This is what I'm talking about. Like, is it not? Is it not based on my Gemini account that I have with like Gemini Pro? I honestly don't know anything about Gemini. Obviously, I never use it. I know I pay for Google One because I have like a personal domain that's like a workspace for business stuff. And it goes through Google. Manage sub. Benefits. I pay for what? Yeah, this is what I pay for too, the storage. All my photos live on Google Photos. All right, let's I'm trying to connect my Google Gemini account with this application that I'm building, so that I can see like the weekly limits right here, like the session limits and the weekly limits like this. So Claude, I've used 37% of the session limits and 4% of the weekly. Codex 57 and 59. This one's getting close. Resets in 5 days. So I want to see the Gemini one too. And potentially I want to see all of them, right? Like if I had Grok or whatever, I probably shouldn't add this in there because I don't really use it, but why not? Like, what I want to do one day actually, and part of the reason why I built this whole thing was to code 3 different features to like kind of like test the benchmarks in real time with a real feature. So like something like within my own app, right? So something like this, like the post activity, like this post activity log that's kind of like GitHub's. I could start 3 new terminals and be like Claude, Codex, Gemini, give it the same exact system prompt or whatever, like the superpowers spec doc, and be like, build this, and then be able to literally test them. So the previews you'll be able to view them in real time at the same time. And normally what you would have to do if you just used Visual Studio Code is like show one and then clear it, cancel out the terminal, start it on another branch, the Gemini branch. And it's really hard to do. But what this does is allows you to run, wait, what is this? Your Gemini usage is consumer subscription web session, not local. How should the Gemini row work? Live bars via browser cookies? No. What? Oh, really? Is that true? This is read your browser's. No, I don't want to do that. Read your browser's Google session? No, that's an anti-pattern. Deep link button instead? No. I'm gonna copy your message, Kenny, and send it in there. A local expert is suggesting I do the following. Wait, hold on. This one. A local expert is suggesting I do the following. Dude, are you cracked? So I think I can actually show you guys this in real time. So launch Soku. Hopefully it still works in the background. Yes, I fixed that. Launch Soku. Let's open three terminals. And let's preview this one. Let's go ahead and start it. Get it all running. The pills should show up right here, yeah. And then wait for these to start. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. This is actually pretty sick. I haven't seen anyone do this yet. If it works. Is there anything else going on? No. Let's see. Hold on. Give it a second. Let it cook real quick. Oh no. Because I started, oh, it's a bug. It's a big bug actually. because I started new terminals in this one, these stopped. That's not good, because now I don't know where they were. That's a big bummer. But thankfully that committed them, so I think it was done. That's a big bug, actually. Jeez. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Let's push this one and push this one. Bummer. Well, I can't really show you guys right now because, yeah, if I do anything in these, if I do anything in a different project, the ones in the project that I was doing stuff in kind of terminate. So that's like a state, it's like a state bug, which is honestly some of the easiest bugs to figure out. Alright, well that's a bug too. So let's just start back on build Soku. And we'll, since these are dead anyways, we'll clear these out. Start 2 more because there's 2 bugs. And we'll do fix. Is that not clickable? Dude, what? Yeah, so there's a couple bugs in here. Let's just do a new one, I guess. So this should be on main, I think. Yeah, so we'll do fix and UI state bugs. We'll save this and we'll close this, new work tree, and let's clear Codex. Yo, what up, Sam? Oh wait, wrong one. Okay, we gotta figure out what the actual bug is first, though. We have a bug in the UI where if there's a terminal sessions, if there are terminal sessions going on in project A and their previews are running, you know, 1 or more, and then you navigate to a different project and click the, oh, I bet it's this, click the number of work trees or number of work tree sessions toggle to where you can add new work trees and you select an item from there. It clears the state of the terminals on project A when you navigate back to them. So they turn up as as empty. They turn up as empty terminals, and the preview tabs are also cleared and not running. So I think there's a bug in the number of worktree sessions grid view, to where when you click them, it resets every project, not just the one that you're on. So that needs to be mapped specifically to the current project that is selected. Yeah, I think that's the bug. It's in here. Sam, this is a side quest, to be honest. This whole thing that I'm doing right now is a side quest. My main thing that I'm working on is, well, I can't show you right now because my VPN. Can I? No. Bummer. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up right here. So a boilerplate, Sam, is it's basically a starter repo. It's like a starter project for myself, for when I start new SaaS apps, and for anyone else who wants to use it too. But that's like really, really good. And it's like gets you to a really good starting point. So if you had a SaaS idea, you could get 90% of the way to like a shipped product without any features, like your unique features. You could get there in about 20 minutes. With Build Soku, you could get there in I think like 20 minutes with like the setup wizard and stuff like that. But if you just do it like a git clone, like if I just give you the source code for it and you have to deploy everything yourself, I think it would take like 5 or 6 hours, which is a long time, which is why I'm building this to begin with, kind of. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on. We'll do launch Soku. I'll just show you the stack real quick. I need to make it. Oh, bummer. T, project A and viewer T. I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean by that, my dog. All right, so localhost 3001. Yeah, so this is what I'm building. It's a very opinionated list of technologies that comprise of the whole stack, that the goal is to help you build features and not like infrastructure code. So you'll get things like authentication, different emails, billing, AI tools within it, error logs, a public facing API if you want to like allow them to use Claude to interact with your app. MCP should be in here too, but it's not. Like your own custom MCP. It all comes out of the box, basically, is what this is building. Which I need to get back to. This Build Soku side quest is side questing. This is kind of fun though. Yo, what up, Chris? Hey, I appreciate that, dog. So Clerk was an idea for authentication. So Clerk is just for auth. Supabase is, they have a lot of different features, but it's mainly used for a database. And maybe some cloud functions. And it does have auth in there too. But yeah, ours is a Postgres database because it's blazing fast and pretty, relatively cheap. This whole stack minus this one, which will be optional. This whole stack runs for $20 a month, I think. Between, I want to say Railway is $5 a month. I want to say PostHog has very, very, very generous free tier. It's like 1 million. It's like 1 million events a month. I think this is the only one that you pay for. This is $100 a month, but it's not necessary. Oh, Clark does billing now too. That's sick. Oh, sick. Yeah, I use Cloudflare for storage and CDN because it's free. It comes with your domain. So I tried to pick a lot of the A, industry standard things, and B, the free versions of things that people like Supabase charge for. Because the whole idea with shipping something fast, which is literally in the name of what I do, like everything I do. So Soku, for people that are new, Soku is the Japanese pronunciation of the translation of the word immediately. So they say Soku, and that means immediately in our language, or immediate. And so, like, I'm a speed guy. I want to do stuff quickly. At least I aspire to do stuff quickly. Sometimes I end up being slow, but don't hate me for it. So launch immediately, build immediately. My voice thing, which is just an internal thing for me. I wanted to change this to speak or something, or talk, or something that made more sense. Like, or it would technically be dictate immediately, but dictate is a weird word. I might need to change it to something else. This is just for me though, so I don't really care. Yeah, so it would help people ship really fast. And myself too. Like, all this stuff, like, I'm building for myself. And if anyone, I explained this in chat earlier. It's like, I don't really have a monetization plan for anything. Scribe Soku would be cool. That's a good idea. I won't steal your idea though. I'll come up with something similar. But yeah, I don't really have a monetization plan. So like any of the homies that want to help me test it out and stuff when it's close to being done, that would be the true payment, is helping me test it, to be honest. All right, what are we doing here? Gotta focus, dog. All right. Okay, this bug, that's what it was. Also, this is super sick. I feel like if Tali's still in here, he'd like this. It's a simple UI thing, but it's something that I wanted to like have happen in here. So this work tree session button is like the number of work trees that you want to use, and I have it up to 10, and it's based, the width is based on this viewport width right here, because there's only one in a row right now. But if it were to move to 2 like this, right? Now it's going to be 2, so 2 by 2 or 2 by 4 or whatever. And if it moves to 3, if I had 3 in there, but now it's going to be 3, right? It'll be 3 by 3, so 3, 6, 9. And then if I move full screen, I don't think y'all will be able to see it. Well, 4 by 2. I don't know. It's just actually, I like this really. It's like really cool to me. It's the simple things in life, boys. It's the simple things in life. Scribe is a good idea, though. I added some. Wait, what did you say? You said you built something. Add some tracking system too, like Google Analytics, which will help users in his entire app. What's working, where the user spent the most time. Yeah, so PostHog kind of does that. So I have PostHog in there. Great feedback. Firstly, PostHog kind of does that to see what features they're using. So I'll show you real quick what it does. PostHog is actually fire. So it remembers, like, I think just from 7 minutes ago, even just like the dev environment, it remembers who I am. And so it says page view, and I can go in here and look. Well, I guess it's not recording right now. Let's go back 7 days and see one where I did some like actual stuff. You can go in here and view what your users did with the entire session. So I'm like scrolling, I'm clicking on stuff. Like I'm not, like my cursor's right here, right? This is a video. So I clicked right there, there's that little red button. I swiped or something like that. I think I'm showing people things, honestly, in this view, which this is like the dev environment, so it's fine. Let's go back to another one where I show like the app. So localhost 3001, a day ago would be this one. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. I don't know. But I do need to add something like Google Analytics in there. I know Vercel, which is what I deploy the front ends on, has something like it, but you have to pay for it, right? And so I want to add the features. I want to add the features in there. This has got a lot of traffic, actually. Well, a lot of traffic for me not doing anything besides streaming, to be honest. Oh, this is like today. Yeah, you're right though. I should add Google Analytics. If you clone like Cloudinary features too, like trying to make it all on one platform, dev don't have to switch, like that'd be sick too. Vercel is super generous. Vercel gives free analytics. Okay, I thought they did, but I don't know how they really work. Nothing like PostHog, just basics. Okay, I mean that's all solo founders really need though, to see where their users are coming from, the refer, you know, some basic query parameters, whatever. Is this done? No. Yeah, just like views. Yeah. That's basically all you need, right? Just to figure out where people are coming from as far as a solo founder is concerned. Oh, okay, cool. I have to enable it on the project. It's an opt-in thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll look into that though. Yeah, because this is production, preview. It's somewhere in here. Cloudflare. Does Cloudflare offer that kind of thing? But not everyone uses Vercel to host their platform. Like if you choose Cloudflare pages to host, it don't provide any analytics for free. Yeah, Sam, for sure. Mine, like, the launch Soku stack lives on Vercel though. So if anyone wants to use this, they could change it if they wanted to, but out of the box, it's all hooked up to Vercel. Again, this is very opinionated, right? And I'm not making it accessible to like different ways people want to do things. I do use Cloudflare, but I don't host the source code. I don't deploy it from Cloudflare. I just use Cloudflare as the domain and the storage, like the S3 or whatever it's called. And Vercel is only good for hobby. Even their terms, Vercel strictly mention you can use hobby plan, but for, oh, okay, interesting. Yo, I'm gonna be back in like two seconds, 2 minutes. I'm gonna get another drink real quick. Is anyone drinking anything fancy on a beautiful Friday evening? I guess it's Saturday now technically, but I'll be right back. No one's drinking anything? Dang. I'm the only one. Don't make me drink alone. I know Kenny drinks. At least I think. Even if it's a Dr. Pepper, dude. I reserve adult beverages for Fridays, and usually Fridays at home alone. Sometimes Saturdays with the boys, but I'll have a beer or two. Ain't afraid of it. Yeah, so I love that, like, now this is cooking, I can just come in here to like and see my usage right here. It's so sick versus having to go into Claude or having to do /usage or whatever. This is obviously the development environment. Oh shoot. This is like the development environment over here. Like the stuff that this is working on, you'll be able to see over here. But when it's done, you'll be able to see it down here. What up, Cammy? What's good, dog? Sometimes I drink, but never in a semi. That's a wise choice, my friend. That's a wise man once said, I only drink, but never in my semi-truck. That's funny. That's funny. Have you ever gotten into any big wrecks, Kenny? I should be working on something right here. Per terminal preview. Let's go. Oh, let's do that real quick. Let's go into GitHub and go into pull requests. Let's push both of these. Let's open. Can't merge. This is going to be a problem for non-technical people, is resolving the merge requests. Or sorry, resolving the merge conflicts. Because this is even annoying for me, to be honest. So term create, so we're going to need to delete these. Oh, shoot. We need to delete this one. Delete this one and this. Move this up. Oh, shoot. Delete that. Copy this. And paste it here. That's what we need to do. We need current change. I think. Yeah, need current change. Need current change. And stop target current change, yeah. Heyo, good crack today. Shoot, this is a hard one. What is this? What does this even mean? Hold on. Oh, these are just, we're gonna need to do both of these actually. Yeah. Right? Oh no. It's this one. We need to get rid of this. Shoot, this is a hard one. Hold on. We gotta get rid of this. Right? Yeah. This. And we keep this. Oh no, where'd it go? Current 8 conflicts down. Shoot. More than 90% of all wrecks avoidable with simply paying attention and being ready for anything 24/7. That's gotta be so stressful, dude, to be honest. What's he doing? Can anyone explain? Chris, that's actually so funny, dude. uh, Tech, to answer your question, I don't even know what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. Right now, like what I'm doing currently, literally right now, is resolving merge conflicts, which I absolutely hate. But the side quest right now that I'm doing is just building an agentic coding environment for myself, so that I can work on more than one feature in parallel and see the changes in real time versus having to switch branches, switch work trees, do one feature at a time, God forbid. But yeah, physically right now, I'm resolving these merge conflicts, and I hate merge conflicts because they're so hard to tell. God dang, so hard to tell which ones are valid. I think it's both. Wait, go back. Except both. On this one, it's both. And this one, it's incoming. On this one, it's current. On this one, it's term ID.current. This one, it's both. Please tell me I'm done. Dang it. This one, it's current. This one, it's both. I'm pretty sure. Params, this one, it's current. I desperately need unit tests and end-to-end tests in CI for this. Definitely. Like type check and stuff, it doesn't bother me. That's my next thing I need to do, because like there's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing what this is about to break. Send it. I don't like doing this, but we'll see. My evidence says the count grid is correctly in project scoped. The real cause is a sidecar process dying on stray async error. Okay. I thought that was the error, but search Scapy Mate. They also give the same features, or probably more like your platform. You should take a little inspiration from them. It will help you. They're doing great. Scapy? Yeah, I will. What is this? Scapy. Build full stack web applications from your HTML. Serverless backend API. Why Scapy? Okay, interesting. Templates. Let's see the templates. What do they have? HTML. Okay. Let's click React. No. Sign up email verification and login. Wait. Basic auth, data and upload files, chat application, video calls. Okay. It's a monthly plan though. So these are like Scapy managed though. Like I don't even know if you own the code. Can I create a web application in Scapy? Of course. Oh wait, isn't a web application builder. You won't create an entire app inside our platform, but we make it easy to build your app with any AI assistance. Scapy as your backend. We've got plenty of step-by-step tutorials. How does Scapy work? Scapy is a backend API that you can integrate directly into your front end. Yeah, it's similar, I guess, in some sense. Mine is more, they provide the API. Wait, hello, Sam? What did Sam say? Oh, Sam was a Scapy guy. Yeah. Mine is more for solo founders who already have an idea in mind of what they want to build, and they don't want to waste time building auth, billing, token management, API, public API structure, rate limiting, obviously security, and all that stuff. For everything, they provide one API. Okay, that's cool though. That is cool though. All right, let's go into here and go build Soku into node, git pull. Hopefully there's no conflicts. pnpm install, pnpm dev. This also do the same, and this is doing great. They're at like some millions of revenue. That's the goal, dude. That's the goal, to be 50 to 100K MRR. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Merge conflicts are a hoe. So in here, let's just do this real quick. In this terminal, can I open my actual terminal? I don't like it being up here. I should create a way in build Soku that you commit and push to a feature branch, and then it automatically opens a PR. And if there are any merge conflicts, AI goes behind and resolves them before opening the PR itself. Or yeah, because AI can do that. Like, I'm brain dead and picked the wrong ones, but AI can figure that stuff out super quickly. So that's the next feature I'm going to build. I say feature. It is a feature. Can you roast my GitHub? I'll roast the fuck out of your GitHub. It's probably immaculate, to be honest. You've probably built some really cool things, to be honest. So yeah, just copy them. If it's working and people are paying them, why do you need to invent something new? Like even if you don't reach 1 million, but you still want to reach some good revenue, copy works. Oh, for sure, dude. Absolutely. This is adjacent to them, right? But they focus on backend. You said we could totally do that. You could totally do that. Invincible. Send your GitHub, dude. You might have to send it in a fragmented chat, like a couple chats. Because I don't know if YouTube sometimes blocks links. So send it like, or just send me your username, actually. That'd be the easiest one. Just send me your GitHub username in chat, and I'll just look it up. Also, chat, do we think we can get to 300 subscribers today? Tonight? I don't know. That'd be kind of sick. 300 is kind of cool. Yeah, this is literally the next feature we're going to build. I have to say I'm impressed with Gemini 3.5 Flash High after using it for the first time. It completed a highly complex task better than Opus 4.8 without messing anything up the interface. That's stick, dude. Yeah, I've heard that Gemini is really good for oddly and surprisingly user interfaces because Google has like the most dog shit ones, in my opinion. Yeah, Invincible, if you're still in here, dude, send your GitHub repo username, and I'll just look you up on here. Oh. Let's get rid of this. Keep that. That was the question I had. This is still lingering. So can I do usage? Auth. Privacy, stats. I'll go to settings, view Gemini CLI settings, Vim mode. It's a lot of settings. Jeez. Terminal view is now closed. Okay. So can I do pnpm install, pnpm dev? Maybe that fixed it. I love your idea, but what you're doing feels like, I feel like orchestration, but at the end user has to pay for each tool's plus your tool. But Scapia is like all in one, they manage all their services on their own. Yes, but everything in here besides Railway is free. Railway costs $5. Everything else is free. Plus, my thing isn't going to be paid. Like, there's going to be no subscription for this. It's either going to be free or a one-time payment thing, and you get it forever. Like you get like a license key that's connected to. It's connected to. that's connected to like a legit software licensing model where people can't, like, you're not allowed, dude, this is annoying. You're not allowed to redistribute it, or I can sue you. Like the MIT license, right? It's like free for use. I can't remember what the actual term is, but it's the one where it's basically like plagiarizing a book, selling someone else's book. Like, you're not allowed to do it. You could change it. That's something you look. Maybe if you provide something as a flat pay per use or subscription, that would be great. Yeah, this, honestly, like I just said, this will probably be either, it'll definitely be free for the homies. Like anyone who pulls up before I pop off, like, and get 10K plus subscribers or more. Like anyone who pulls up before I start going like mega, I'll just give it to you for free. I don't care. It costs me nothing to give you this. But for anyone after that, it'll probably be like a flat fee of like $500 or something. Keep it, use it forever. Clone all of your projects that you want to do for the rest of your life on these things until you make it one day. You know, until you have a really good idea and you again, you pay $5 a month for Railway and you come up with the next great SaaS idea. Whether it's SaaS on a web page or whether it's SaaS inside of an app like Claude, like MCPs, because MCPs come with it too. That's the one thing that Scapy doesn't offer. Well, it doesn't offer a lot of things. Like I offer MCP. I offer the infrastructure for MCPs. So you'll have an endpoint or you'll have a tool within the MCP that's ready to go from day one. And then you go into an app like VS Code or wherever you like to code and be like, hey, I want to do a new MCP tool that allows users to query data about the information that's in the app, whatever it is that they have. And it'll do it. And then within 30 minutes, you can deploy it to Railway for $5 a month. And you'll have that ready to go. Okay, sick. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, dude. Not a bad idea. All right, what did I do in this one? Which one did I just merge? Or did I merge anything? Yes, I did. Terminal preview. Oh, okay, right. I forgot about that. Simple pricing, for sure. All right, this is a Atari app. So it intelligently knows. Okay, this is a good test, actually. So if, oh, shoot. So this is on, let's go to Build Soku. And let's add a work tree. And it's on per terminal preview. This branch already has work. Renaming is locked. Can I exit and then do another one? Does it remember? Okay, it's remembering what the last one was, so it needs to be on a new one, actually. That's another bug. Let's do one more. So this one does it too. It's remembering the last sessions, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So actually, I wanted to look at it on this one. So let's go to preview on here. And let's start this and see what happens. This should start a whole new Build Soku app. But there's already one running, which is this one. Unfortunately. So the way Tari apps work is unless you specify which port for it to be on, it won't go to the next one. It won't go to, like, you know, if you start an app on localhost 3000 and 3000's already taken, it'll go to the next one. Tari apps don't do that. It's always set to, I think it's always set to like 1420 or something like that. So let's go in here and ask it, can you, wait, Claude, let's do Codex. Actually, let's do Claude, yeah. Claude dash dash. Can you change the dev port on this branch to a unique value so I can run it locally while another version of this app is already running? Let's just change that real quick. I'll find where the dev port is configured. $14.20, I was right. So we have to change the $14.21, or sorry, $14.31. All right, so now I can go in here, I think, start this, see if this works. Nice, so it's gonna open another terminal. This is exactly what I was envisioning for this app, right? Because now I can work on two separate features on a single computer at the same exact time and see the differences in real time. This is where this is different than something everyone else is doing. Is they'll work in parallel, like they'll open 97 different terminal windows, right? But under the hood, unless they're doing work trees like I am, which I don't know. Like I don't know what other people are doing. Shoot. I should have copied those. It's a bummer that it doesn't retain the logs because it should. I'll have to copy this. Okay, I copied it. Do I think that Fable will be back by Monday? No, definitely not. When the U.S. government is involved, I don't think anything will be back quickly, to be honest. Note the sidecar bin step in the desktop readme's dev setup alongside existing launch Soku Symlink work through gotchas. Sure. Both. Now will it work? We shall see. Anthropic is fighting to get it back on the market since they are losing money, but the gov is gatekeeping. Not exactly sure why, since it doesn't pose a huge threat, but I'm unaffected since I use DeepSeek. Okay. This is an old version. What is this? This is a super old version because it still has this. What the? That can't be right. Okay, I'm a little bit confused right now. Yeah, this is a super old version. Dude, screw you. I don't like you at all. That's PNPM dev, and it should go green at the end of that. Let's try it. Let's get pull. Already up to date. Okay. Git checkout. Oh wait, we need to do git merge origin. Whoa. Origin main. We need to pull in all the main changes. There's going to be conflicts. Perfect. Desktop protocol.ts. Oh, all of these. Oh wait, conflict. Merge conflict in apps, desktops. God dang it. This is why I need the changes that are in this one. Bummer. Well, now I can do this and maybe it will fix it for me. Cause I don't want to change this work tree in my IDE, but since it's in here, it probably can work. I'll take a look at the merge conflict. Yeah, this is going to be the very next feature that I do is auto fix merge conflicts. Oh. Didn't know the US government pulled Fable. I was using Fable to build my second AI to be more capable, and I was just waiting for my weekly cooldown. I know, seriously though, it was so good. Fable was so good, to be honest. It was a little bit slower, but it worked on longer tasks better, I think. Like the first day it came out, I one-shot 2 really, really big features. Yeah, but oh my gosh. My buddy just, I don't know if anyone in chat is into cars. I'm a big car guy. I'm looking to buy my first nicer vehicle pretty soon. My buddy just sent me this Porsche. That is so hot, dude. Oh, shoot. My God. What is that? Oh, it's a manual too. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's a beautiful car, dude. It's probably like 400K. Big car guy though. Those seats are beautiful, damn. So nice, dude. When I start raking in like the massive stacks, I'm gonna have a cool garage. That's a life goal for me, is to have like a very nice 3-car garage. Yeah, and it's a manual, dude. So dope. Yeah, my goal is to have like 3 pretty nice supercars of sorts. The question I ask, like my homies, is if you had, what is it, $1 million? Is that $1 million or 2 million? I can't remember which one I said. I think I said 2 million. Let's just say $1 million. Let's say you had $1 million and you have to spend like the whole thing, the whole thing on cars. Like you can't buy anything else, obviously. What 3 would you have in your garage? Oh, you already answered it. A nice Maybach, Revuelto, and a good BMW project car. Yeah, that would get you to about $1 million, because the Revuelto is about 600 or 700, I think. I want to say that's right, 600 or 700. Yeah, 700 after tax. 800. Yeah, so, and the Maybach is probably like 200, and you could get like a little M3 or something to get sideways. What kind of Maybach would you want though? It depends. It depends on what kind of Maybach you wanted. Because this is 6. Let's just say 700 after tax. Okay. Use the Aventador in a good project car. Aventadors are so hot, dude. There was one, it's probably not here anymore, but there was one at this place. I think it was called One Motor Cars Dallas or something like that. One Legacy Motors. Inventory. It was so hot, dude. Lambo. It was this color. They must have sold it. Oh, they sold it. It was orange. It was pretty cool. I'm normally a muted color guy, but the orange was so sick. They have some nice cars in there though. Between this one and another one, it's called Earth Motor Cars, and they're literally, oh no, they sold it. They sold the car that I was looking at. Oh, that makes me sick. Bummer. I literally called about it yesterday too, and he didn't answer. That's probably why. Ugh, that makes me sick. Bummer. Well, they have a Mercy in there? That's crazy. Yo, this is an insane mercy. What? That's so badass, dude. Chat, I'm sick to my stomach right now because I've been looking at this car that was at this place for the past 3 weeks, and I just called him yesterday morning and told him I wanted to put a deposit down on it, and he didn't answer. And it's probably because it was already not under contract, but there was already someone else interested, and now it's gone. So bummed. But yeah, STOs are also pretty dope. STOs are pretty dope. Chat, I'm sick to my stomach right now. Damn it. It was a pretty base model. Let me see. I have the base picture in my photos, but then I have the photo of what I wanted to get it to look like. It was going to be like kind of a project car. I mean, it was an R8, but it was, literally I'm sick right now, dude. That's such a bummer. Let me see. I'm going to show you what it looks like to begin with, and you're going to be like, oh, that's mid. Because, like, it was a base model R8. It's a 2018, had 18,000 miles on it. I only have the one that I drew on. Bummer. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the listing. Or, sorry, it might be on Car Gurus. Is it this? No. It might be, I think it's this one. No, he took it down already. Boo. It's gone. It's probably gone everywhere. Damn it. Let me see if, let's take a photo of it in here. Chat, I'm so annoyed right now. Oh, I have a photo of it in my Snapchat. Let me see. Yeah, it was this one. I went and looked at this the other day. So as a base model, you can't really see it on here, but yeah. It's pretty nice, right? It doesn't have any carbon fiber, doesn't have 20-inch wheels, didn't have the wing, whatever, but it was going to be it was a little bit cheaper for R8s. But it was going to be like a cool project car. I say project car, but I was going to add carbon fiber. I was going to put a wing on it. I was going to put an exhaust on it, buy new wheels, all that stuff. And this is what I wanted to get it to look like, actually. Hold on. Put carbon fiber on the back, and I wanted to wrap just the back of it and get it to look like this. So all this is carbon fiber. These are carbon fiber, obviously. The wing's carbon fiber, but this is all like stealth PPF or something. The original idea was like to make all this carbon fiber, but that would be so expensive. And I don't think I could do that. But yeah, smoke these lights out, tint the windows and shit, wrap all this in black. Bro, it would be the cleanest R8 that I think, and it's very unique too, right? Because R8s, there's a lot of them. It's not an uncommon car because it's like the entry level supercar, right? But this would make it so unique, and like I like to be unique just as a person. I like to have something someone else doesn't have, and I think this would go so hard, dude. Oh, I'm sick to my freaking stomach. Whatever. Move on. I'll find another one. Wasn't the right time, I guess. How bad is that, though? It reminds me of, like, I wasn't thinking about this during my, like, inspiration session. I did this on Gemini. The wing is a little big, too, so disregard, like, the size of the wing. But after I finished it, it made me think of the Bugatti Chiron. Yeah. two-tone Bugatti Chiron. It made me think of like this after I made it. This right here. Hello? Mom? Yeah. It made me kind of think about this. Right? Swear to God, on God, I did not Google this before I made mine. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it disappeared. Scout's honor. But like after I made it, it looks kind of like the Chiron, which would be really cool. I mean, there's no shortage of R8s. So you say that, but a lot of the ones that are available out there have either really high miles, like that one's crazy. 40K is crazy. Or they're not the right year. So I know exactly what I want. Sorry, used cars. Sorry. Shop. What am I doing? Nationwide, Audi. R8. Price and payment below 150, because that's like what I can afford. Mileage below 30, miles above 2017. That's pretty much it. Oh, it's got to be the coupe. So actually nationwide for my price range, obviously this is the biggest restrictor. There's only 11. This one's actually not bad. 25,000 miles though. I'd like it to be lower. Yeah, this one's not bad. This one has damage. It's been wrecked before. I've already looked at this one. Yeah, one accident reported. It says no damage, but once it says this, you're just like, The R8 here was 134. The listing was 141, but I know a guy who knows the car salesman, and the guy that I know buys a lot of cars from them, and so they were going to give me like the house price, which was 134, which is a really good price. Again, it was super base, so I had to buy wheels, buy the carbon, buy the wing, all that stuff, but still. Those fixes are uncommitted and broken in the head. If I didn't... Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, it sucks big donkey balls, dude. I'm upset about it, but it's okay. I'm not too upset. I think I'm most upset because I called him literally yesterday. Well, I texted him, no cap. I texted him. He must have been interested in it for a while because I texted the guy. Let me see. Just to show you I'm not lying. When did I text this guy? Alex. I texted him on May 31st. And he never responded. So the guy must have been interested for a while. Bummer. That's okay. Hey, 100p, right? All we can do now is grind. Right? I mean, if I grind and I start cranking on, my SaaS that I want to build, which is this. This is V2 of this. This is V0. And I start making mad cash, like I'll be buying. I can increase my budget, I mean, I'm really transparent. I don't care, dude. It's like some people don't like publicizing that they're trying to make money for certain things in life. It's like, I don't care, dude. Some people hide. I have friends that like make money online and they'll hide the things that they buy because they're ashamed or they don't want their followers to think that like they're paying for it or whatever. And it's like, I get that, but at the same time, it's like we all live our own lives. We all make our own money. We all have our own expertise and stuff. And so if like I get anyone onboarded, like any or any creators, like influencers to use my platform, and I make money from them, like I will 100% be buying a Huracan, even if it's just a base model, you know? That's my hard limit with the R8s is like the 150 limit, because if I go over 150, I'm so close to a Huracan price, right? Huracans are going for like 200 right now. And so it's like, wait, I can't scrounge up $50,000 more dollars, right? Like $1,000 a month. I can't do that, like for the payment at least. Like you got to be kidding me. So that's why I don't want to go over 150, and it's just by principle for me. Also, right now, I don't know if my bank would give me a loan for more than 150 for a supercar. So, anyways, I went on that chat rant for a long time. All right, so I asked it to resolve the branch, and it said origin main ships a workspace screen that doesn't parse bad merge. This merge is inherited. How do you want to handle it? Restructure it now. Recommended. I rebuild workspace screen by integrating the clean with mains menu features so merge branch builds. I'll show you the results before committing. Yeah, this I believe. The bad thing is I'm doing this in the dev environment, and so if it makes changes and saves, this is gonna clear out. I might have to. If this cancels out, I'm just letting chat know in advance. If this cancels out and refreshes this terminal right here, and then this all starts over again, it's gonna be a huge headache for me, and I might bounce. Just letting everyone know. Because it's basically like starting it from scratch. I shouldn't be fixing the app inside the app I'm trying to fix. I should be fixing the app inside of either VS Code or the production version, which is over here. Just FYI. You can't really save. I don't think you can save sessions, can you? Is this news to me? Can I save? No. Can you save terminal session or your Claude sessions? Because like if I was to kill this right now, like Control C, and it's gone, and then I reboot, I don't think Claude has any memory of this session that's going on right now. Yeah, no, it's super bad practice. I'm doing this because of the merge conflict only. Typically, I'd be doing it in like the production version of the app. The goal with this thing that I'm doing right now is to get the preview working inside of the main one, so that this one can work on its own preview branch. This one can work in its own preview branch, and so I don't have to have, separate windows open. Because that's the whole issue with Claude -- resume. Will it let me? Maybe Claude -- resume will let me pick. Claude -- resume. Oh, okay. Does it have? Is it scoped per terminal? Also, how would I remember? Or is it per branch? Okay, well, that's good to know. Is it per branch, you think? How does that work? I wonder how the resume works under the hood. This is actually a super dope app. I'm actually pretty stoked about this because I haven't seen anyone do this yet. Per session. Okay. Claude -- resume. It would be nice. So why can't I? How do I search if I don't know the name? Like if I don't know what I was working on? Wait, am I dumb? Control A. I can't read. Control A. Okay, cool. Control A. Literally the first line. Only in the current repo. Control B to show the current branch. All work trees, which is sick. Okay, it would be cool to save these to the recents. Instead of the branches, it'd be cool to save these to the recents. And so you can pull the session back up in real time. That's what I was envisioning for these, because these are all work tree branches or feature branches, let's just say. That's a really good idea, actually. Bro, 505, thank you. This is actually a goated idea. I got to write this down because I'm going to forget by tomorrow. I need like a Trello app or something, a Trello board. Uh, 505, what do you drive right now? You drive anything cool right now or no? Full disclosure, I don't drive anything cool right now. I have like a pickup truck. That would be a good implementation. Claude auto-names your sessions anyways. Yeah, because then you could click it and it would go back. Like if you needed to go back to that. Because that was my idea with these, is like you could go back to that work tree and continue work if you wanted to like iterate on whatever it did, like when you close and come back. But I couldn't find a good way. I didn't know that you could resume Claude session. So like you're goated for that. Saving up for an M440i. Okay, sick, dude, sick. Yeah, same, bro. I just have a good old pickup truck and like a little sedan. I used to have an absolutely beautiful BMW S1000, the motorcycle, but she's no longer with us, unfortunately. I don't want to go into it. I'm not hiding anything, but I just don't really want to go into the whole story. Photos. Where are they? My buddy just bought this, which is really cool. KTM 250. Very cool bike. He just bought this. I inspired him to buy one because I do have a dirt bike. I'm in Texas, big dog. I am in Tejas. Where are my bikes? I need a picture of both of them. I'm a big two-wheeled vehicular guy. Yeah, these are my bike, or these were my bikes. So this one's no longer with us. We are saddened. I still have this one though. I'm in New York City right now. It's 3:20. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, that's late. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit the sack soon too. To be honest, bro, I'm not even gonna lie about it. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I'm streaming every day and for the foreseeable future. I don't know when I'm gonna stop. I actually love it. I love streaming. I just started, let's see, 30 days ago. And the first day was the hardest day because I was scared as shit. I don't know why. And honestly, the hardest part now is just finding time. Oh, Surons are sick, dude. No, Surons are sick. And they rip. They're so quick. Like, they're not fast, per se. I mean, they're fast. They go up to 70 miles an hour. But they get to that speed very, very quickly, which is scary in a good way. But yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow, dude. Pull up. Yeah, I actually might be taking the dirt bike out tomorrow. I went out last week. I went to this dirt bike track. This was last week. Last Sunday, I think. It was a pretty sick spot. Yeah, the electric acceleration is crazy. Yeah. This jump right here is super tough. For me, at least. I'm not very good. Like, I rip, but I don't go full sendy. I probably should. This jump is fun, though. Anyways, I'll let you go, 505. I appreciate you pulling up, big dog. Get some sleep. R.I.P. Super sad panda. Damn, she got away from me. Peace, homie. Cool, dude. I appreciate that. Pull up, dude. It's a good time. I like the chats. I like the hangs. Yeah, but the first feature, hopefully I fix this tonight. The next feature I'm going to do is actually inspired by 505 from tonight. And it's replacing these recents, the recent work trees, with the recent Claude sessions. They have to be scoped to this. They have to be scoped to local repositories, though. It's got to be scoped to projects that are in here. Because if I just started a random Claude session, on my terminal, maybe it would show up in here. I gotta think about that. That's a cool feature, though. Thank you, 505. Oh wait, I wonder if 505 had a Yamaha R3. I wonder what TKR3 is. I wonder what that is. Can we Google that real quick? I'm curious now. Let's Google TKR3. TKR3, what is this? Oh wait, is this him? Oh, it's him. Because he said he was working on an app. Wait, is he German? Wait a minute. He said that he was working on some sort of SaaS app earlier in chat, but I forgot to mention it. I forgot to bring it up. Let's see what he said. I'm building SaaS app right to App Store apps. Android app. Yep, this is probably him. I wonder if he's German. I want to go to Germany so bad, dude. He's got to be German. This is a German. This is a German domain. It just goes back to GitHub. Really? It just linked back to GitHub? Interesting. Well, it says that he's in Germany right now. But he says he's in New York. Anyways, I'm going to stop snooping. It's probably him, app developer for Android. All right, what's this thing doing? This thing is cooking right now, dude. I should have done extra effort or extra high effort or something like that. I kind of want to do a 24-hour marathon, like kind of like a hackathon, and just like max out, like buy 4 different Claude Code subscriptions, like $800 or something. Maybe 2 would do. 2 might do. And just like do an uninterrupted 24-hour Claude Code session. Claude Code Live. Maybe even 48 hours. How insane would that be? Speed running something. All right, chat. Well, I'm just doing merge conflicts right now, so nothing super exciting. I'm waiting for this to finish. I'm probably going to call it a diggity good night. Oh, wait. The old test assert stop dev resolves only after. Yeah, this is going to keep grinding for a while, and I'm not working on any new features tonight. This is like the last thing I'm doing, so I'm probably going to sign off here unless this finishes like right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night, chat. It's been hella fun. I appreciate everyone pulling up. Appreciate everyone keeping me company. Chatting with me and shit. I learned some stuff today. Dude, I learned that Claude has resumable sessions, which is going to lead me to my next feature, which is going to be dope. So, yeah, shout out to 505 for that. He's goated. But with that, boys, I'm going to bid you adieu. And peace out for the night. Y'all be easy. Peace, fam. Well, now this is working, though. Nah, I'm out. Love you guys. See ya.